The early minutes tonight, mate. You look good. Just wasted opportunities in front of goal.
Yeah, we did. 20 minutes of felt like the game was probably more in our control.
Yep.
And was it 3 points and I think 2 shots didn't register a score, and they were scoring a bit too easy when they went the other way. So was it 3 goals to 3 points at quarter time, and the damage was done in the second quarter. We got absolutely dominated in every phase of the game, and it's not as if we weren't aware of what was coming. We played them in trial 3 and they gave us a reasonable working over, and but to get beaten in the way we did was really disappointing, and gave them a lot of energy, momentum, belief. Yeah, they're a good team, and we gave them too much life in that second quarter, and it's hard to reel it in. I thought the second half looked more even in general play, but once again we still gave up some easy ones late that just they didn't have to work it hard for, but they earned that right with how they worked us over in the second quarter, I thought.
Their pressure was pretty impressive though.
Yeah, 90 tackles they had, and we don't need... It was the way they tackled us was strong. We created holding the balls, created some loose spills, and we weren't able to close them at the same speed. So that was a pretty big part of the game.
Last year, I mean, you won a flag, but you started the season pretty average as well. Can you put your finger on why?
No, we just weren't ready. Like we're still assembling what our best team looks like. We had 5 new players tonight from that are new to the club, who most of them acquitted themselves quite well, and there's nothing tonight has got to do with anything to do with last year. And we'll keep bringing players in that are in good form, behaving well, and find that right chemistry. So yeah, round 1 in front of a home crowd didn't serve up a performance which was reflective of a Norwood team, and yeah, we lick our wounds because it was very disappointing.
You had 11 players from the premiership side, so that's a fair change of a team. Are the players? I mean, you got Matty Penos to come back and a few others. Is it?
There's a few to come back. I don't count how many were in or not in. It's not relevant to me, and we're trying to assemble the team that's available at the moment. And the players who aren't available, who are still here, they'll come back when they're ready. And yeah, I'm not getting drawn into how many we had or not had. We've moved forward from that, and yeah, we got a lesson in how to play tight, hard, tough footy tonight, and definitely for 30-minute period. And yeah, it's going to be a reasonable opportunity to reflect and capture what was going wrong at that time and get it right within 6 days.
No ranting and raving from you. So what was the message to the players?
Oh, pretty much everything I say to you. I'm pretty open with that, what we talk about. We got beaten in areas that we're usually strong in, but whatever we think we might have been in the past, we start 10th on the ladder. We start 10th in every phase until we earn the right to be known as areas of the game that we're strong in, and we got shown up in those areas tonight. It's failures feedback and the opportunities to dig deep as to why that period of the play was so against us. We've got a fair understanding as to why, or the how, but the why is the interesting part. And yeah, we'll just explore and find what the right mix is personnel-wise, and drill back down right into the core of our game, what makes us be a good team.
Now, where is Penos at, mate?
He's rehabilitating, so he'll be back when he's back. I don't have a time frame, so I'd be more accurate if I could be. But yeah, we've got an interesting little start. We go a 6-day break into Thursday next week, then we have 19 days before we play Anzac Day. So yeah, I think he'll be around that range, what I thought.
A shorter break before you take on Sturt, is that good or bad?
Sometimes I think when you get beaten up, the opportunity to redeem is always handy. So, in fact, Easter Thursday at the parade, there'll be against arch rival in Sturt. It'll be a big crowd and a big build-up, and everyone looks for teams' responses. So, what will be 6 days to deal with the result, rehabilitate, train what we need to train, and hopefully a much improved effort when we get back here next Thursday.
Thanks, Twiggy.
Going, Warren.
Twig, do you feel like you were playing?
Good on you, mate.
Do you feel like you were outplayed sort of across the board, or was it more through those quick patches when they piled on goal after goal?
No, I think we could walk away saying there was periods in the second half that we played the way that people would probably become accustomed, and it felt better and it looked better. But yeah, then the finishing touches were horrible. Like the direct turnovers, I think they kicked 75 points from turnover, which is a statistic that we don't usually have against us, both with how we defend but also how we use the footy. So I thought the game looked a lot more like the way we would want it to in the second half for longer periods. But yeah, to finish our work off was one bit, and also one mistake was hurting us back the other way.
Yeah, what do you put that down to? You look really good moving the ball through like half back and through the midfield, but you lacked that sort of final kick inside 50. Was it lacking a callow, or was it the Eagles setting up well behind the play, or was it that polish, or something else?
No, it's more It's where you get the ball, and there's only you've got to win it back to be able to get into good parts of the ground, and so it's a bit determined on what the opposition affords you. And we got on some great parts of the ground in the second half, and then that last piece lacked attention to detail. And when you miss a couple from the goal square, it's a bit reflective of how your night's going, that we just weren't able to have the finishing touches right across the ground. There was times where you think we're through and we're going to should just be a lay down, and we found ways to mess it up. So not through intent, just attention to detail.
Yeah, and 5 debutants. Talk us through a few of their efforts. Logan Evans had, I think, 18 disposals and actually looked really composed, particularly in that second half.
No, really pleased with Logan's performance. He looked sound, and what you look for in young players is, do they look at the level? And he looked composed. I thought Saunders started and finished well. Bogle was a really competitive player across the night. Sanders had some periods where he looked quite strong, and I thought Ling in the first half was, in particular, off the top of my head, felt like he was competing quite well. So, yeah, it's more a holistic thing. We didn't connect as well as a team. We were poor around contest. We didn't defend the right way, and we lacked polish going the other way. So it was all over the ground and all phases of the game that we were deficient tonight.
Yeah.